Hey there, what's up you guys? This is Jake with the Nerds Best channel. Welcome to my spoiler review for Ant-Man and the Wasp. Now, in my non-spoiler review, I really didn't want to get into anything because I felt like everything in this movie really is kind of spoilery, although you have seen everything in the trailer, like I said, but I felt like you kind of need to delve deeper with it, and I don't really want to give everything away. The things that weren't in the trailer were the things that I enjoyed the most about this movie, like Michael Peña's scenes where they're tied up and they're doing the truth serum. That was really fun, and also the character, the Russian character, was really well used in this movie, I felt, and I thought he had a lot of really good jokes that kind of killed me. I thought it was really funny. It's always fun seeing Michael Peña do the story time and just voicing over everybody else's mouth movements. That's always the best, and I love that every time. Also, you didn't really see too much of the Ant-Man shrinking to like a medium size in the trailer. You do see it in one of the later trailers, which I was kind of bummed out about because I didn't want to see that, but I love seeing him in the big hoodie just running around the school. It killed me. It was the funniest scene in the movie, and I think it's going to be one of Marvel's best sequences because that was amazing. I love that so much. As for the quantum realm, I didn't really feel like it was explained well enough, although I feel like they are 100% going to use it for Avengers 4. Spoilers for Avengers Infinity War also, if you haven't seen that. I don't know why you haven't yet, but spoilers for that because this movie kind of leads directly into Avengers 4 and also happens at the same time as Avengers Infinity War, and you kind of get the questions answered, like where was Ant-Man, where was the Wasp? They were off doing this little side mission, although now Ant-Man, from that post-credit scene, is stuck in the quantum realm. I want to spend most of this review touching on that post-credit scene because I feel like it sets up a lot. I'll get to it more a bit later and I'll delve deep, but I feel like that post-credit scene is one of the best post-credit scenes for Marvel. In my opinion, honestly, I thought it was really cool. And for some people it feels tacked on. I get that. It does look like it was filmed like 2 weeks ago. It was so important and crucial for, I feel, what's going to happen in Avengers 4. But getting back to the movie that we've seen, Ant-Man and the Wasp's action scenes are so cool. I love the car stuff, even though you saw it in the trailer, and Ghost phasing through the car, hopping on a motorcycle, was the best thing I've seen Ghost do in this movie, but it was also in the trailer. I felt like the trailer was the biggest weakness for this movie because really the trailers ruined pretty much everything that's cool about this movie. And that's kind of disappointing to me because it makes me feel like the trailers felt like they needed to show all the cool stuff to sell you, and I feel like you should see it anyway because it's Marvel, it's Ant-Man, it's Paul Rudd, you know what you're going to get here. Why do you need to show all the action scenes in the trailer? There might be like 2 action scenes that I didn't see that were in the movie. All the Michael Douglas stuff in the Quantum Realm wasn't in the trailer, but if they put that in the trailer, that would be a huge spoiler. But I love that. I love the emotion between him and Janet. I love the scene where Paul Rudd kind of becomes Janet. That was really good. That was funny as hell. It went on for like a bit, and I feel like it kind of became like it was supposed to be touching, but it was still comedic because it was Paul Rudd doing it, and he was kind of acting feminine, and it was hilarious. I love that scene though, nonetheless. Paul Rudd doing anything in this movie is the best. It's so funny. Michael Douglas is also really good. I feel like he embodies Hank more in this movie than he did in the first one. The first one just kind of felt like Michael Douglas in a Marvel movie, and this one it really feels like he adopted that kind of tormented like soul that we see in the comics, like, you know, the wife abuser, sort of like this guy that is really careless for other people. Like you see it in this movie with Ghost talking about her father and how Michael Douglas fired her, Hank Pym fired her, and all the Goliath stuff. What is it, Bill Foster? I think that's his name. Bill, I know it's Bill. Bill, aka Goliath, which would have been cool if he grew up to be huge, like he was saying in the movie. Maybe another time, maybe in Avengers 4. I do think Ghost has potential as a character to move forward. I feel like this isn't a one and done. They clearly made a point to keep them alive, to have them hiding, and we didn't see if they turned to dust or not, so they could play a part in the future, and I think that would be really cool. Especially because I feel like Ghost as a character has so much potential, and we need more female characters, female villains, female heroes. We need that more, and I want her to play a role because she has such a cool visual look to her, although she did get cured. Her suit is still really cool. So I would love to see her like become a hero or become a villain again. Anything with her. I feel like this is the Marvel villain that I feel like if they drop her now, I'll get upset by it because they set up a lot in this movie to make her a really cool villain or a really cool hero, just a sympathetic character. And I felt like if they dropped her now, just because they didn't go deep enough in this movie, I'll be disappointed because it'll feel like a disservice because all the other villains, I'm like, okay, one and done, fine. Hela, I want to see Hela come back, but I'm fine with her being done. Killmonger, excellent in that whole movie, but he's gone, that's fine. Thanos, I want to see him move forward, he's going to move forward. But all the other villains I've been like, yeah, that's okay, besides Loki. All the other villains I've been like, that's fine, you can leave them. But Ghost, I want to see more from her. I don't know why, I do though. I really want to see more from her. I want to see more of Bill also. Lawrence Fishburne is a big actor, you can keep him in this franchise for sure. Now let's touch on that post-credit scene a bit more, because that's all I have to say about Ant-Man and the Wasp, aside from, you know, how just decently okay it was. I really didn't feel like it was excellent. I thought it was really, really good. Which, in Marvel's book, really, really good is considered disappointing, but it's not disappointing at all. It's still a really quality movie, and I enjoyed it, and I think it's funny. I think you should check it out. But let's touch on those post-credit scenes. So you have Janet, Hope, and Hank Pym sort of doing a routine run to go to the quantum realm to get some quantum energy, I guess. And Janet makes a point to tell Scott, watch out for these little time holes, or whatever she says. You can get sucked into them and appear in a different time, past, future, we don't know. I think that is important as hell, because I think that's how he's going to get out of the quantum realm. I think he's going to appear in a different time, a future, past, we don't know. I think Ant-Man's going to play a huge role in Avengers 4, and I think that's really exciting because I love Paul Rudd. And I can't wait to see Captain Marvel, to see what she's going to bring, because that Infinity War post-credit scene clearly makes a point to establish her. The last post-credit scene is kind of a giveaway because it's in the trailer also. It's the ant playing the drums, you've seen it. But what's interesting to me is on the TV, it's got like that standby, like that, with all the colored bars. I love that so much. I don't know, it's such a small, minor detail. But I love how, like, it's the end of the world. No heroes are here. Everybody's dusted, gone away. Half of the universe is gone. And here's this ant playing the drums, which is funny. But also, like, it's showing that Marvel is taking this really seriously. And there are going to be long-term effects. And we could potentially see a future in this half-humanless world where people are getting by. And if I think Avengers 4 could pick up 5 years later, because they've already casted an older Cassie Lang, so maybe they set up, because they set up her being a hero in this movie, maybe in the next one she's a superhero. Maybe she's kind of like, where, you know, my dad's not coming back, let me become a hero, and she becomes a hero and she starts defending. That'd be kind of cool. But I am excited to see what happens in Avengers 4. I hope you guys are too. What did you think about Marvel's year? It's pretty fucking historic, to be honest. They got 3 really awesome movies. I'm just kind of bummed out that they all came out in like the first half of the year, and now we have nothing from Marvel moving forward besides like Venom and Into the Spider-Verse. That's not Marvel Studios. Like, this is like the real stuff. Like, I do love the break though. I can't wait for this like just long period where we don't know anything, and then we're just gonna get 3 movies again, back to back to back. I can't wait. Captain Marvel comes out in March, Avengers in May, and then Spider-Man in July. We are just having a good time, and I love, it's what a time to be alive, really. So that was my spoiler review for Ant-Man and the Wasp. I know it was kind of all over the place. I really just wanted to talk about the post-credit scenes. There's not a lot about this movie that I can spoil it for you guys, aside from like the jokes. What did you guys think? Comment down below, let me know. Full spoilers, go ahead. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.